To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the shotgun, it's yours. And man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a first down, too.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's yours. There's him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throw completed out to the left. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Raiders.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
From the shotgun, yours. And he's got it. It's in close. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
18 Radu, 18 Radu, Cougar 19.
Straight to the air is Richardson. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Left side into the hands of Warren. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Raiders get to it. Into the red zone. Oh, their reaction, perfection, Brock. Once it was recovered, everyone immediately reacted and flipped to return mode. And what a return it wound up being.
So much to love about that, Kate. That's team together, everybody achieving more, and you could see it all the way down to the 1-yard line. But I promise you this, there'll be a little razzing on that sideline. Come on, man. You could smell the end zone. Can't you just punch it in?
Come on.
But
What a
overall,
return, though. What a return.
Oh, no question. That is the effort you're looking for, the desire and the want to, no question about it.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-0 lead. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And they definitely wanted more out of that return. He can't challenge for much and is out at the 12. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They take the handoff. Now Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts go first down.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
They connect on the deep shot. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
First down.
10 for 11. 10
10
for
at the
11.
47-yard
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. These guys, man, that's Alec Pierce. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Come on.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
2nd down carry for Taylor. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and
70
11.
Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And this one's going to get all the way down inside the 5.
Gain of 22 yards.
They'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we return. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this.
Shoulder ready.
Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
70, Denver Wolves.
From the red zone on first. Throw is caught, and he's tackled for no gain.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Let's go, ladies.
It's a loss of 1.
13,
Brings
Pioneer.
up second and goal.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the one. Offense in the hurry up here.
5 yards. Brings up third and goal.
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Colts cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Now it's Ewers. Lobs this deep down the middle. Has it down close. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. Go.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
27 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Has it downfield, working the left. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts making a one-score game in the first half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Operating from the gun, it's yours. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Colts get to him. Down he goes. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Here we go, shot.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And now they're staring at fourth and long. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. On the move, past the 40. Hits the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Colts tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's yours. Brought in by his back here, it's Genty. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So they're left facing third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and third downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
The punt heads towards the sideline, not returnable. Well done. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Cut my team. Cut. Let's go now. Hot 70. Hot 70. Let's go.
Defense showing blitz. Richardson gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
On the set.
Big play gets him across midfield. Sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Ready. Ready.
Now a toss play. Taylor. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go. Here we go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Well, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. So we jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Falls to the ground now left, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action, Ewers. He throws a bullet deep to the right. It connects on the deep shot. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
On the shotgun, Ewers. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. To throw, Ewers. Finds Genty underneath. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And this one does not go far. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Returnable from near the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He was taken down.
Looking quickly here. Play action with Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds him on the crossing route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense to the line fast.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
It's a design run for Richardson. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Working quickly here. First down throw here from Richardson. That one's caught along the left sideline. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Design run. Here's Richardson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set. He finds him right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Dose of the hurry up here. 3rd and goal for Richardson. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Yours to the air now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Genty from the gun. Fights his way through a tackle. He just keeps going. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie is putting on the show.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They start on the ground. Taylor. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 40.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
70 Timberwolves.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, Richardson fumbles. And the Raiders get to it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away. On the fumble.
3rd down, you could see he made.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. And this hits at the 4 before taking it bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a game to Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbles it and drops it. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And that brings up 4th and long. Las Vegas sends out the punt team.
For the Raiders.
His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
Yeah, really with I should probably sound a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 70 Lions.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Richardson will do it himself. He's still going at the 30. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
19 Tiger, 19.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen.
Hey, let's go.
Johnson. A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet.
Ready.
Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack.
Here we go. Set. 60 Vices. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. This is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the 4th.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making a 9-point advantage. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
38. Colts 28.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They go again with Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He throws a bullet to the... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. And no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. All set to go now from the 35. Operating from the gun, it's yours. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Awareness. Awareness is so critical of where those defenders are down the field to find that open receiver. But it's just as important, Kate, in the pocket. Having awareness of what's going on around you, the QB didn't. And the defense registers a sack.
From the shotgun, it's yours. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Colts have some new life in the 4th.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor trying the left side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Warren brings this one in on the slant. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Liking 18.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Colts making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Raiders holding on to a field goal lead. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
it's yours. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Colts have some new life in the fourth.
I'm not going to lie, when he dropped back to pass, I was surprised they were willing to put it in the air. But how about this defense? They weren't surprised, and now they give their offense a chance to go win it.
New set of downs from the 37.
Come on, come on.
Mitchell off the pistol give. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line. They pitch it to him. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down Colts.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line. Complete on the option. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
Go.
Taylor runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts have taken the lead late. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys him some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This is Genty on 2nd. Has a hole left, room to run. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Back. Happy Lions.
Setting up to pass. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Buying some time left. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Offense to the line for first down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Second and 3 now.
At the
70
14-yard line.
Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready. Pick up.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. At the 20. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Indy.